and now National Board is mirroring that.
My first year I went in, I was like, oh, I can get this done in a year. And it did not happen that way.
I went to a pre-candidacy class and I was just so excited by the other teachers that I started talking about and the process and the conversations, and I just knew it was something that I wanted to do.
Once I got into it, I realized that this is a challenge that I probably needed.
Board certification is fantastic in that it's job embedded. It's in what you're doing every single day.
It didn't take away from my planning and prep time and teaching, it actually made it better.
Architecture of Accomplished Teaching gives us a roadmap to reflect throughout lessons and throughout the days and weeks.
It's a reflection of my teaching, like how I'm in the classroom, what I'm doing for the students.
As a teacher going through the board process, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You have to put it out there and trust that what you're doing will impact students.
Bringing it back to how it impacts your practice, which impacts your students.
Have those conversations with other teachers about teaching and learning and how you're impacting that.
For me, all of this is about the kids, and you can get so caught up in all the other stuff that happens and you forget about that's why you're doing it. And you need sometimes that redirection back to the students and what you're doing for the students that's going to really help you go forward.
Board certification gives you permission to look past the numbers and look at the faces in your classroom. Who are those kids? What do they need? What do you need to do to help them find success?
Once I did submit it, I look back on the journey of just, say, this last component, that it really was changing my teaching.
I feel like I can give all my time just to the component that I'm working on.
You will clear your calendar, you will make an appointment with yourself for 3 hours on a Saturday or whatever works for you. Your life will open up for something that is important to you.
And so if you think that you've done one component and that's enough, I would say keep going, because the benefits that you reap from the process are so much more the more that you do.
But I learned so much that year, I decided to continue with it and pursue it, and after my third attempt, I certified.
I learned a lot about myself having that achieved. I think the first thing was just how important I thought success was to myself. Like this idea that you do it and you're amazing and life moves on, and how that's maybe not a realistic expectation. And I think the other piece was the realization that just because I didn't certify the first time didn't mean I wasn't a great teacher.
Now this gives you the language, the why behind what you do to help articulate your practice and take us to the next level.
I think it kind of gave me an overall clear vision of education.
Board certification is important for advancing the profession. Stay with it. Reflect.
Keep going, it's worth it.
Don't give up.
This is my 11th year as an educator, and I stay committed to board certification.